We got PPI coming up, a few minutes. Alright, we got PPI coming up, we got Asia lows, sell side liquidity stacked. Do have a little bit of a SMT here, but I don't think that's gonna bring us lower. A little bit of a SMT, but the equal highs, pretty much equal highs, so I don't think I'm gonna let this one SMT influence me too much. I do think that we're extremely bullish, but we might drop down into this 4 hour. So let's go over the thing. On the daily, we have pretty strong move up, previous day lows. We have a little golden zone, so we could expect for a perfect opportunity to come in here. So we can expect PPI, which is in 12 minutes, to push us all the way down before we continue up, or it just sends us straight up. That's also a possibility. We do have this 4 hour BISI in here, which is kind of lining up with everything that I'm saying. We have stacked lows here, run, take those, tap into the 4 hour, find a reversal, continue up. We'll see. See, we shall. I'm also bullish biased because I swung those SPY calls. I got my SPY calls like all the way down here, somewhere around here. So they're up about 350% at close, which is around here. So that's also another 16 points. They're probably up like 450% at open if we were to stay right here. But will we? I don't know. Let's see. Like I said, I am expecting a bullish move. Look at all of this stacked liquidity, buy side. I don't see why we wouldn't push up there. Do not see why we wouldn't. Where's our opening, midnight opening price? So it's our midnight opening price and pretty much in the middle of the range. So buys below here would be great, sells above here would be good. But if I'm leaning way more bullish, probably not looking for sells, but at the same time, let's be completely open-minded and see what we get. PPI is at 8:30. You got 10 minutes. So, what do we have? We have 9 minutes for PPI unemployment. Let's see. When we have a really high impact news like that, I'm not really worried about what's happening before. Like, literally right now, 820. 820 is one of my macros, so I'd be looking for a continuation. but a continuation of what? We're inside this range. It's not a big range, is it? How many points is it? It's a 100-point range, but look, we're not straight up, we're not down, we're kind of just had a push up and now we're consolidated. So 820, 840 macro, I'm not looking for anything because there's high impact news in 10 minutes. Let's just be safe, see how it plays out, go from there. Expecting these lows to get taken though, and then a reversal up. But with the SMT here, see, we shall see. I mean, there's also SMT with this low, right? But it's not really significant. Once that sun passes, it won't be as bright like this. Let go. Let's get some type of music going in here. Oh, I forgot my mic was all the way over here. Check, check, check. Probably couldn't hear me. I think with my mic now you can hear me better. It was far away. Hopefully we don't get copywritten with this music. It's good music. I like it. Did you swing this high? Getting displacement. I would love to take a gamble. Shorts. But PPI, even if we're going to go short, I'll go up and push right back down. I wish there was like good, no copyright music we could find. Alright, we'll do something like that. Something light, peaceful, calm. So we got 5 minutes. I'm gonna go run to the bathroom before that gets hit. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have major high impact news events in 3 minutes. So we're waiting. We're waiting on that. We're not doing anything, not touching anything until that hits. How are you? I like your picture, the cross. I was just listening to some worship, but I don't want to get hit with copyrights. Fuel up on some water. We get a little electrolytes in here. By electrolytes, I'm salt. Nice. What are you reading? What are you reading? The Bible? So my prediction is that we are going to take London and Asia lows, come into this 4-hour imbalance before continuing up. But it is a high impact news event, so anything can happen. I also wouldn't mind it just going straight up, all the way up, because I'm swinging SPY calls, and they will print. Inquiry into the doctrine of the eternal sonship. Sounds interesting. What's it about? I've never heard of that. Is it the teachings of Jesus and things like that? Alright, we got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Exciting stuff. Bet the divinity of Christ. Nice. Nice. Alright, here we go. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Like I said, let's see. Ooh, straight up, straight down. Let's see what we got. Take out these lows. Asia, London. And then we get a reversal. I've been trading for, it's going to be 2 years in October, actually. It's just kind of crazy how time flies. Oh, we might not even make it down there. That's kind of crazy. Let's see. This is a little bit of a slower news impact, huh? I was expecting it to go straight into the lows. What about you? How long you been trading? I think I need a new chair, man. This chair kind of sucks. Five years now. Nice. How's it been going? Are you profitable? You crushing it or what? It's definitely a journey, isn't it? Up and down journey. So this is actually a really slow move. Only 50 points. So we must be extremely bullish that price is having trouble, taking the sell side liquidity. Kind of got relative equal lows now. I am expecting at least these lows to get taken. Very interesting that we're not running for London and Asia yet. I was expecting a pretty strong, fast move there. Like I said, could be wrong. but I do like the fact that it's going down before it goes up because that's giving me the feeling that this bullish move from yesterday is valid, is going to hold, and we're going to continue up. Tear of the roof. Okay, so this low was taken. We actually now have a bullish SMT with ES. But let's see, I'm not going to mark it out because it's still early. This low is not super significant. I mean, it is 15-minute equal lows. ES has not taken them. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning more bullish. This is NQ. So, yeah, all of these equal highs stacked. Previous week highs with all this liquidity. The strong impulse move that we have, right? We're making lower or higher lows, I should say higher lows. Now we're making higher highs over these highs. I'm definitely leaning more bullish. At the end of the day, the markets are just going to continue up, and every down impulse move is just, in my opinion, a sweep of liquidity on some type of time frame to inject more liquidity into the market to continue up. I don't think they're going to crash the market until Trump becomes president, if he becomes president. I think they're holding off on that. Okay. SMT's fixed now. Let's see, we're going for London lows. Even though I am bullish, doesn't mean I'm married to that bias though. If I see that we're just gonna continue down and I see a good opportunity for shorts, I'm gonna take them. Get rid of that. All right, we made equal lows with London lows. So I would prefer to see Nasdaq take these and ES not take them, creating a bullish SMT for us to continue up. So ES is a little bit further away than Nasdaq is from these lows. But at the same time, with this 15-minute chart, there's really nothing I like here. That's why I wanted to go down, take Asia, come in here, give us some type of market structure shift, like inverses or something for us to continue up. Oh, actually. Oh, wow. So this is actually, we just had a big bearish SMT right here. So ES did take these highs while NQ did not. So that can be significant. But I don't think this SMT is going to hold. I don't know. That's actually very interesting. But I'm still thinking that how slow we are to go down to London lows, that we're not super bearish. Yeah, we can come into discount, you're right. Let me see. Yeah, we can come into discount of this range, but at the same time, from this range, from this massive range, we're still in discount, I think. Let's see. So we're not really in discount anymore. We just broke through discount. But yeah, we could possibly come down into discount of this range one more time into this 4 hour before continuing up. And this 25 to 33 zone right here, that would be like the perfect long opportunity. But I also don't want it to go that low. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Keep that in there. Arul, what's up? What's up? What's up? We're just watching how PPI is reacting. So yeah, look how like we're refusing to take these London lows, creating equal lows here. Sup? Very surprising though that this move was as weak as it was. If we're looking at this 5 minute on the Nasdaq, look at these highs. They're stacked, one after another after another. That's giving me market maker buy model feels. This might be original consolidation. So you're right. We might push all the way down into discount of that range, creating highs like this that aren't going to get taken until we get our smart money reversal somewhere around here, and then just see a little bit of a weak move at first, and then once we get like 50% of the way back into this range, we're going to explode through. That could be another opportunity or something that we look for. Okay, London lows is now taken. Nope, not yet. That's weird stuff. Okay, now London lows are taken. ES did not take them, but ES does seem like it's going down to take them. We are still in this daily, this big gray box is a daily imbalance, daily SIBI, which might push us down, but we'll see. This dotted dashed line right here is 50% of it. Let's see how we react off there. I just know by 9:30 open, I want to be back up here because my SPY calls that I'm swinging are going to be printing. But I have them until next week, so that's okay. I think by next week, we're going to really get that push up. New day opening gap right here. See how we react off there. So it's conjugate encroachment on September 5th, daily wick. Let's check that out. September 5th. This wick? September 5th? I don't know, it's a big doji. It's not really just like a one-sided wick. So I don't know. I really wouldn't pay too much attention to it. But, whatever works for you. Because you got wicks on both sides and you have these volume imbalances. So this whole thing right here would be a volume imbalance on the daily. I don't want to see us come back that low though. I would not want to see us come back that low. Okay, we did get our SMT with ES. ES did not take these London lows. ES inverse this gap. I feel like taking longs right here. 19 points to 74. This might be a good long setup with this SMT. But it's not my time. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. For sure. Yeah, SMT did, ES did not close it through it just yet, fully. But once it does, get that inverse right there. Yeah, this could be longs right there. Oh, but look at that, I don't like those equal lows. 3 equal lows. Right next to London lows. We're gonna wait. I'm not gonna take anything. I'm not taking set up until probably 9:20. I am very tempted to take these longs though. But at the same time, we could be just coming back into this 5-minute BISI, or SIBI, excuse me. We'll see, we'll see. What's a SIBI? A SIBI is a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So if you look at this big down close candle, where you have it's a 3 candle pattern. So you have your first candle, then this big down close candle, and then this candle closes. The space in between the wicks or the candles that there is no delivery of is a SIBI. So it's a sell side imbalance, meaning it only delivered sell side liquidity. And there's a buy side inefficiency, meaning that price needs to deliver buy side in there and needs to deliver up close candles into there. Yeah, I trade mostly inverse fair value gaps, and breakers. Those are my two go-tos. Definitely my two go-tos. And I only trade in macros, so I trade the 50 to the 10 macro and the 20 to the 40. 20 to the 40 isn't an ICT approved macro, but I like it. Yeah, I think longs would have been a good move right there. I don't know. Tell me. I think I look the same every day. All right, we tapped into that 5-minute. Let's see how we react, because this could also become a breaker right here. See, I told you longs would have been pretty good here. 13 points to 78. Burrs, chilly. We're getting that big 15-minute wick, which is nice, and we have this London low SMT. So, yeah, I think we're pretty bullish today. But let's see. I was very bullish yesterday, and we got a massive move down. I did manage to catch shorts, and then I got off right before that massive reversal. I watch a little bit of it. I'm not like extremely paying attention to it, but I did watch a couple videos. I do have these new day opening gaps on here, a couple of them, because they do react pretty nicely, but I'm not like crazy into it. So this is our, we have a 1-minute breaker right here. So, you know, you could have took longs here right after we inverse this. Yeah. Longs would have been the move. All good, all good. Wait for our macro. Right, we could still fail at this 5-minute SIBI, so let's see. But I don't see us failing. I told you this SMT is not gonna hold. I think this was a short-term SMT for us to get to London lows, because ES failed London lows. Wait, once we close around here, above here, we'll have our 15-minute breaker with our low, our high. News candle created the lower low, taking the London lows with the SMT. We close above here, we'll have our breaker, and we'll go from there. Let's check this out. See, negative 2 to 2.5 standard deviation will be at the Asia highs, so I could see us taking those, then getting a retracement down and continuing up. But 850 to 910 macro is a macro that I'm not a fan of, so I avoid it. 920 to 940 is a good macro for me. See, so what we should watch is this, like you're talking about the wicks, this 15-minute data wick. That's something we should definitely watch and see how we react over here. And look at that. Look how perfectly that aligns at the bottom of this breaker, the bodies. So that's, in my opinion, a signature, but we'll see. I could be wrong. Yeah, man. That's why I locked my account.
Whoa.
I lock my accounts after I'm done trading because I know that the longer I stay on, the more likely I am to overtrade and do things that I shouldn't. So yeah. Um, if this was a macro, this might have been a good long opportunity. But at the same time, we're rejecting this 5 minute. And look where the bodies are closing. The bodies are closing below 50%. Or data highs and data lows. You see, that would have been, I think, a good long. But it's easy to get caught in these 1 minutes. This is one of my things that I read every morning. I actually forgot to read it. Is don't get locked into the 1 minute without confirmations from the 5 and the 15. Look at this 15. Look at this 5. There's really no direction just yet, so it's best just to wait for direction to come. So yeah, I'm not looking for anything. Yes, this is the stuff that I read every morning. It's like my 5 rules. So one, don't be overly biased. Take what the market is giving you, because I've realized over these few years of trading is that when you're just super biased on one direction, you miss every opportunity, and then you just take way too many trades that aren't right. Number two is if I can't agree with the market in 2 trades, lock the account, come back tomorrow. That's a big one, right? If I'm wrong twice, and not like I'm stopped out by a wick, but like if I'm wrong, and like my whole bias is completely wrong, I need to get off. I need to get off and just come back tomorrow. Number three is don't lock in on the 1 minute without a narrative from the 5 and 15 minute charts, and that's exactly what I just said. Number four, no liquidity taken means no reversal, and number five, I only trade breakers and inverse fair value gaps. Always find a way to agree with the market. She is always right. So yeah. So also another thing I realized is when you do have two SMTs, when you have this bearish SMT and then you have this bullish SMT, the probabilities become extremely low, and you need to wait for one of them to get fixed before picking the direction. So we either wait for ES to take out these London lows, or we wait for NQ to take out these Asia highs, London highs, and then we could do some. Yes, let's see. This is probably going to fail. That's another really big thing I noticed. It's very true. After a big range day, we're not really expecting another massive range day, right? We're kind of expecting price just like this: consolidation, up, down, seek and destroy, and that's it. Look how that 50% got respected. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, so this breaker is not a breaker. I mean, it could be, right? Because these are the most secure lows. Yeah. Like, look at these 1 hour candles. Very ugly. And these top wicks don't make me very excited. So it's interesting how we're kind of respecting 50% of that wick. Let's see how this closes if it goes above it. ES is doing the same thing. We have the data wick, respecting 50% of it for the most part. This inverse is getting respected, right? These lows are still secured, but 3 equal lows. With London lows, this SMT I don't think is going to hold. Right, so we actually inverse these gaps right here with this big bearish move. So I would lean more sell side than buy side right now. Yeah, there is a lot of there's some stacked lows in there. We did tap into it though once. So we may not need to deliver into there again, because look at that, we did deliver into there already. Very slightly, but we delivered in there. 2.5 points. You can mark it out. We got the 15-minute, we got the 4-hour. I could see us coming in there. Oh yeah, ES didn't deliver into there. I guess that's a bullish SMT. I don't know. Too many SMTs. Guys, make sure to leave a like on the video. Get some engagement. There we go. We got 1 like. All right. All right. We're getting something. Yeah, at least 5 minutes. Fangule, ugly. You could also say this is a 5-minute bearish breaker. High, low, higher high, close below. Last down close candles, bearish breaker. Came in, we respected the high of this, right? Because price didn't want to come back in there. But you can see a billion scenarios, especially when you have 2 opposing SMTs. That's what I always say, so stay out of it. I just started. This is like my 3rd live. But no, doesn't make me anxious. I'm doing it to hold myself accountable, because my biggest problem is when I take trades, I close them out early and then I regret it. And I realize when I'm talking out my process of what I'm thinking, I stop myself from doing stupid things. So it actually helps me rather than hindering my performance, I think. But it's only been 3 days, so let's see. Right? Anything could change. Yeah, I just started doing the lives not that long ago. But at the same time, I've only ever had 2-3 viewers. So if I get like thousands of viewers or hundreds of viewers, it may be different. That's my biggest problem. That's why I'm trading on TradingView and I have my top step on this other screen. So as soon as I enter, I could just like look away and not pay attention to it. But I still do. Like yesterday, we took pretty nice shorts, but then I started closing out early. I started closing out my trades early here because I was expecting London lows over here to get taken, where my full TP is.
So this is what we took. We took these, but we closed all these out early because I was breaking my rules. But I took this after we inversed here. Then on this candle, 1036, the push up, we added a position. But then with these kind of doji candles, I got a little bit nervous. I closed out half of it, and then we came down to TP. But you know, if had I held, it would have been up a lot more than I am. But all good. We have data lows, we have equal lows right there. So now not definitely not looking for longs until something happens. ES is holding that initial inverse that I pointed out. Will it hold it? I don't know. But if you did take longs here, right, your stops would have been at these equal lows. You still would have been good. Probably a break even right now, but 5 and 15 minute, not a green. We have a London low SMT. We had a London Asia high SMT. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, so with the equal lows here on ES, with these equal lows here on NQ, with these Asia lows here, um, I'm thinking that we're gonna run them before we consider coming back up. But like you said, you know, after this massive range day, we're expecting extremely fickle price. News did not give us any type of delivery we expected. I expected much stronger delivery. So we'll wait and see. Be very, very cautious, very patient. Yeah, this breaker block is not valid. Yeah, it can. It can. 920, 940 is a good macro for me. I really like that because if you see what's about to happen, you get a nice injection of liquidity or volume at 930, and it kind of just runs to target pretty quickly. But that's only if there's a setup that forms. Yeah, just getting ready for some work. I gotta make enough of trading to retire her. Says equal lows got taken out. They got taken out. ES did not take these lows. ES still has equal lows right here with the London lows, SMT. I do think ES is going to run for these London lows because they're just too close. But we'll see. Not full time yet, but you know, eventually, once we get very consistent and make enough on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, we'll transition full time. Yeah, that got disrespected. This kind of just taking up room now. So we'll wait for the 920, 940 macro, see if we see something. But this 15-minute closing inside the 15-minute data candle is weird. So we definitely need this next 15 minutes to close outside of this data candle, either the highs or the lows. The nice thing is midnight opening price is over here, and we're down here right now. So I would love to see some type of run for this liquidity, and there we could get our reversal to continue up, buying below midnight opening price. Because we didn't get many opportunities above midnight to sell, especially at 8:30. All right, best of luck. You got this. Nah, never too many questions. Just curious. Just curious, curious cat. I'll be right back because we got a little time to kill. Yeah, I'm gonna feed Zeus. Yeah, one second. Zeus, come on. Come on. Alright, just fed my dog. Now we're gonna see what's up. You seen I Show Speed? Yeah, I never watched the stuff. I heard of him. I don't really care for him. He's kind of like a savage. He just does stupid stuff, I think. Very disrespectful to people. But I don't know. People like him. The Philippines going crazy, huh? Going crazy. You like him? You watch his stuff? Yeah, we get. This is like such ugly price. Today I am not expecting crazy price action. I'm really not. So if we don't see something like relatively early, I'm probably gonna get off. Try chasing them in the car. Yeah, they do. They do. All these streamers now, like they'll do anything for clout, and you know, sometimes they do too much. They disrespect people. They just do some stupid stuff, and I'm not about all of that. Because all it takes is one person to mess with that's not about it, and you know they pull out a gun and they shoot you, and then what? It's not worth it. I like my life. Yeah, I hear the laws are over there in the Philippines and all the Asian countries. They're extremely strict on not only guns but like everything, right? I don't know how the Philippines is, but I hear places like Bali, like if you have any drugs, you go to jail for life, and they get like death sentence for drugs and stuff like that. Is that true? There's no legal guns, right? I'm sure people have guns just illegally, maybe. Yeah. Uh, I feel like we could use that in the States. Yeah. Well, guns are the reason that the United States is still free and the world is still free. Because if it wasn't for the United States um, having guns and being that threat to the people trying to take over the world would have been taken over a long time ago. COVID is an example with the mandates. But let's not get my stream banned here. Hey, let's go. Let's go. You heard me talking about the man, the myth, the legend. He came back. Well, here's my prediction. Two predictions. One, they steal the election. If that happens, 100% there will be a civil war in the United States. Number two, they don't steal the election. Trump becomes president. They continue to try to assassinate him, but at the same time, if he becomes president, the markets are absolutely going to tank. They're being held up because they're waiting for Trump to get in if he does take over. Just my opinions. Robert Kennedy Jr. Well, he's going to be working for the Trump administration apparently, so that'd be good. And I think Trump wants to put him in charge of the CIA, which would be awesome, because the CIA killed his dad. Nice. What part of Africa? That's awesome. I've always wanted to go to Africa. I know my church. Okay, my church goes to Africa a few times a year, and they do a lot of volunteer work and stuff like that. I donate a little bit of money to try to help out. I do want to join them one day and go help out. That'd be awesome. Yeah, that's what I would love to see. Go to the safaris and things like that. That'd be awesome. At least where I am in South Florida, like there's not much nature, so you kind of get lost and you lose that aspect of the humanity. And it's like that's why I want to kind of leave South Florida. I want to move somewhere where there's like a lot more nature. I could go into the woods and see animals. I hate like such city life. I'm over it. It's depressing. Yeah, so there's nothing here that I like at all. So we just wait and see. Literally at this point, it's crazy with these. That's what they say, right? It's like when you don't have problems in your life, you create problems. And that's what these people are doing. Call me he, they, them. Like, what are you talking about, man? Um, but that goes back to the people that rule the world, right? Why they created this whole narrative? They own media, they own everything, so they would push them into believing this stuff because what happens now? The men become emasculine, they become very feminine, and they're not going to be there to defend their people and their country and the world. And that's what's happening, right? You have a bunch of men who think they're women now, a bunch of women who think they're men. When it comes down to it, it happened in Ukraine. It happened in Ukraine. Zelensky called for the transgenders to go to war. The women that became men. Like, oh, you're a man? Okay, so it's time for you to go to war. You know what they all did? They said, no, we want to go back to being women. We don't want that responsibility now. And the man that became woman stayed as woman. Soros, he's one of them, absolutely. Yeah, I don't want to get too crazy into this, but you know, I could talk about this for hours, but yeah, absolutely. Certain people here that really own the world, and it's kind of crazy. All right, again, some type of move. Small world. Small world indeed. Morning coffee. I already had 4 shots of espresso. I might need another one. What is WHK? You're probably talking not to me. Yeah, 5 minutes here. Guys, let's keep our expectations extremely small today. KHP, okay. Yeah, let's keep our expectations very, very small today. Not expect any massive, crazy moves. If we take trades, I'm probably just gonna aim for like minor liquidity areas. That's it. Just because, yeah, this is not looking very probable in either direction with our bearish SMT here and our London low, bullish SMT here. Not looking very probable in either direction. We have our data lows and highs. We need either this bullish SMT to get swept on ES with the data lows, or we need this bearish SMT to get swept on NQ with the data highs. Besides that, we got nothing. Yeah, I could see lower prices before we go up, for sure. I could also see just consolidating in this range until PM session. Actually, I think ICT says after really large range days, don't expect anything in the AM session. PM session will always be much cleaner. It's going short at open. It's possible. Very possible. I don't like to have like a firm bias, like it's definitely doing something. I can see shorts though, because ES is extremely close to those London lows, and it has these equal lows and these stacked lows now, so that could be just setting up to run for Asia lows, tapping into that 15-minute BISI, and then coming up. Because we did have this SMT. I actually still have this open. I haven't really looked into it. That's 6B. Oh wow, that's been going down quite a while. The decline of the pound. Bullish trend now. Short-term bearish trend. Inside this SIBI, 4 hours. That's cool. Yeah, so AMD is going down. Why is one AMD? One I need NVIDIA. Ah, I know why. Alright, here we go. So we have NVIDIA pushing down, AMD pushing down. Could be looking to sweep just these lows. Well, I actually already did. Let's see. But apparently the microchip sector is going up. Semiconductors, I should say. Where's it? SMH? Semiconductors, ETFs. Yeah, it's going up. So this is going to push NASDAQ and everything up. That's cool. It's cool. Some of my concepts. These are ICT concepts, but yeah. I mean, as of right now, like I said, the only reason I have a bullish bias overall is because of these all of this stacked liquidity on this higher time frame. But I do think that we are going to come down into this 4-hour BISI, this 1 hour BISI. We got 15-minute BISI with all these lows. Take this liquidity before going up. That's a high possibility. Thursday to yesterday. On what time frame? Thursday's today. I mean, yesterday to today. So, from what, Tuesday, Wednesday to Thursday? Joe has the line, each 415. p.m. on last Thursday. To here? Wait a minute. A week worth to lose in price. We are in our macro, but I'm not really seeing it. Okay, so from here to here, what would you like to see here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have five horizontal lines. Do we have this day, this day, this day, this day, this day? Oh, horizontal. Jeez. Yeah. I'm a little lost in the sauce, aren't I? Okay, 415 it is. You guys are making me work for it today. Come on, man. 415. 415. It's gotta be an indicator for this. Okay, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, what do you got? Well, the price is not doing anything that I could see anyway, so we got time. We got time to kill. What do you got with these now? Talk to me. Get rid of this. What do we got? What do we got? We found support in Asia here. Got resistance here. I don't trade with volume. I don't believe volume matters too much in my opinion. It's time than price. But okay. We have 415 here. So we have what, a lot of volume at the data lows pretty much, right? Or at the Asia lows. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna start trying to throw in extra concepts into what I'm working with already, just because it'll mess me up. But that's good to know. I do hear closing prices is important. But anyway, I'm based on liquidity, right? So your 415 prices right here, I see Asia lows. I know Asia low is going to be a draw for liquidity. The market needs this liquidity to continue up or continue in whatever direction. Market can't move without liquidity. That's what I think. Oh, okay. Well, I deleted them, but you could see, you can see, yeah, so 415 and you have your new day opening gap right with it. Yeah. Yeah, previous day closing price, previous day high, previous day low, previous week closing, opening, highs and lows, they're all important for sure. So what do we have? We have our 920 macro. We don't have anything. Like I said, look at these 5 minutes closing inside this data candle still. The 15-minute. So yeah, we have nothing at the moment to look for. Like I said, we're definitely need to wait until one of these SMTs get fixed and one of the data liquidity areas get taken. And then we can start thinking of a trade opportunity. But like I said, let's be very, very cautious today. We had a massive run yesterday. Don't expect another massive run to either direction. But I swung some where's this thing? Some SPY calls yesterday. Let's see if this lines up. Probably backwards. Only one, but it's up 344%. So I want it at open to continue up, right? Because I have these until the 18th. I have these swings until the 18th. So, like I said, I'm thinking ES SPY, same thing, right? I want both of them to go up. I think they're going to go up because we just have so much liquidity here. We have our breaker. Where's this breaker? So we have our low, high, lower, low. So from the low to the high, this manipulation like down to sweep this previous liquidity. We have our -2 to -2.5 standard deviations actually at all-time highs. So I'm not thinking that we're going to go to all-time highs. There's a very possibility. If we go to all-time highs before the 18th, oh my lord, that one contract is going to print. But I only have one, so it is what it is. Something's better than nothing. $6.94. Yeah, look at it. That's exactly where I have my equal highs. Yep, 694. And it's right above previous week highs. So I agree with you. All of these equal highs right here are going to be such a magnet. I agree, 100%. Now it's just about time. When is that going to happen, right? Because it doesn't mean just because it's there, it's going to happen today or tomorrow. It could happen next week. It could happen in 2 weeks. We'll see. See, if this came down and swept some of this liquidity and we create this inverse, I wouldn't mind longs here, but I'm not going to take longs here. Because we're in this range. Like if we came down and actually took liquidity, it'd be a different story, but you see, it's not doing anything. ES just took these lows. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait for open. I'm actually gonna make another quick espresso or probably a regular coffee before open. All right, open. Look, right in time. 5 seconds. 5 seconds off. Lucky number 4. 5 seconds off. Oh, ES took the London lows, so that SMT is now fixed. This is no longer an SMT. So London lows are taken. Data lows are taken. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what happens with Asia lows. Asia lows not taken, still left. See, ES is probably going to leave Asia lows. I think that, yep. So now Asia lows are taken. ES is going for it. We'll see. Tapped into that 15-minute BISI you were talking about. Swept this low. Now we wait and see, right? We could have our Judas here possibly, or we could just continue down. Oh, let me see my options. Sorry for the noise. That's my coffee machine. All right, so it's pretty much where we left it. So we do have this bullish SMT now. ES is looking pretty strong. Just rejected off a new day opening gap. Oh wow, yeah. Okay. Look at the difference in here. The probabilities, like this is wonky looking to me. But that bullish SMT might be holding from Asia lows. If we could inverse this, I could think about longs. Longs for the Asia highs. It wouldn't be a bad idea. I do like that. Yeah, I might look for longs if we inverse this. Stop would have to be 40 points, so I have to size down. If we do inverse this, I'm going to look for longs. Stop will be at these lows. TP will be at these highs. Baby, can you give me my coffee, please? If we close super high, then maybe not. It might be too far. That I'll just have to size down a lot more. This stop will have to be super high now. Alright, I'm gonna wait for a retest probably. But this is gonna create a breaker. Okay, love you, baby. I'll see you soon. If we get a retest, geez, I do want to take it. ES does have a 1 minute fair value gap in here that it rejected off of. So possibly we wait for ES to close above there before we do anything. Okay, so we have this 1 minute BISI that will come in here and then we can probably take something off of there. We get this 5 minutes to close. We have our low, high, lower, low. This will create a breaker. This will create a breaker. ES is still rejecting that 1 minute. So that's one thing that's not making me comfortable with these. We kind of rejected this breaker here now. So I'm not super confident just yet with this position. Okay, so we have a BISI here. Maybe if we tap into it, see how we react. We could think of longs. Hi, baby. I love you. I'll see you soon. In that inverse. Yeah, longs are probably not the move here. Look at that. We just inverse that. Alright, I am taking longs here. My stop will be at the lows. I just got into longs. And my TP is going to be at the highs. Just because what I saw was ES just grabbed that low and had an instant rejection up. We are rejecting that inverse. So we're just going to go ahead and let this roll. I think I got a pretty good fill. We're risking only 200 bucks. And our TP is 583. But this potential might get stopped. We'll see. Okay, so it looks good. I think if we do close above here with our breaker, I might add in. Or if ES inverses this, I could look to add in. But I don't like how ES is acting right now. Okay. Yeah, if ES inverses that 1 minute, I could look to add in, which it looks like it's going to. We're currently up 30, 32 points, 30 points. My only worry is that if ES doesn't inverse this, I don't know. I'm not going to be extremely... Okay, maybe we are. I'm thinking about adding in here. We got our breaker. All right, I added in 2 contracts. Move our stop up a little bit. Maybe an add was not a good idea, but we do have this breaker right here. I don't like that ES still has not inversed that 1 minute, but we do have our breaker. Okay, ES is failing to inverse that. I really need ES to inverse that, or I'm not going to be comfortable in this, and I might just get out. I probably shouldn't have added. That's my honest opinion now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, this is not looking too spicy. All right, yeah, I got out. I moved my stop around here, and I just exited. Ugh, maybe I shouldn't have exited, but damn, this price. Fuck. All right, so we're down 220. That's all right. It is what it is. I shouldn't have added. Price is just very volatile now. All right, we'll wait till next macro. We'll see. I got one more trade. If I can't catch something on the next trade, then I'll get off. I probably should have held this open because we still have this BISI, this inverse is still holding. But like I said, I don't like that ES is rejecting this inverse. It didn't inverse. That's my luck. That's my freaking luck. Longs would have been nice though. I got in at 246. So here was my initial entry, 246 flat. So right at this wick. Damn, I should have just held. This is my problem, man. Fuck me. Now ES is gonna run. Maybe I'll re-enter. I don't know if I want to risk it though. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna do that. I messed up. It is what it is. ES still has not closed on that inverse, so I'm still not confident. I shouldn't have closed, man. I should not have closed. That was such a bad closure. That was pure emotions. I needed to wait for the candle closures. Jeez, man. Well, the thing is, I moved my stop exactly at the same amount I would have lost if these lows get taken. So if these lows get taken, either way I would have got stopped, and it would have been fine. That's me rationalizing it in my head, which yeah. So it's like we say, we weren't expecting anything too crazy. So let's wait for the next macro, 950 to 1010 in 8 minutes. Let's see what happens. Yeah, if I held, the TP would have been up here. I should have just trusted the trade and let it play it out. I'm just being too scared of the risk. Okay, Nasdaq and AMD are pushing up, so don't see why. I mean, Nvidia, not Nasdaq. Yeah, look at ES. It could create a the SMT, a bullish SMT, or it might run for the Asia lows. I just like really like fast price to move quickly in my direction, and here it's not. I don't like price retesting the breaker 1,500 times. It's not what I like. Look at these 5-minute wicks. 15-minute huge wick. Yeah, we're not gonna look for anything for a little bit. Next trade I take has to be, you know, a very valid trade. This idea is still very valid. We have our bullish breaker. We have our inverse. We have our 1-minute BISI. But, yeah. Did you guys take anything yet? Anyone take a trade? Yeah, so here's what we took. As you can see, we are down 222. I took 3 contracts right here. Yep, took 3 right there. 50, 75. Took profits at Asia lows. Nice. Wait, ES didn't take Asia lows. NQ took Asia lows. ES didn't take Asian lows. You mean London lows? London lows or Asia lows? Because ES only took London lows, no Asia lows yet. That's where our bullish SMT is. London lows, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so I mean, this trade right now would have been in profit, barely, but I mean, I don't like the action anyway, right? It's okay. I'd rather preserve my mental capital than deal with this. Yeah, my option is down today. Our ES just took that low, creating another SMT. We have our macro coming up in 4 minutes. But until we get some decent direction, I'll avoid. My camera looks super bright. I think it's because my balcony. Can't do anything about it. Yeah. So probably would have got stopped out regardless. Okay. ES just ran for Asia lows, just took Asia lows, so we don't have that SMT. The only SMT we have is Asia high, bearish SMT. So, I don't know now. Now I don't know. Look how this is still holding. It's not making, okay, here we go. So yeah, I would have got stopped out regardless. But that's me justifying it in my head. I accepted the risk. I should have left my stops right there. Wow, ES is dumping. Still refusing to take these lows. Okay, here we go. Just took these lows in the 15-minute. Yeah, so this failed here. Got reclaimed. Oh wow, look how this fair value gap was inside of this new day opening gap. That's so crazy. Yeah, yesterday's close, what, 4:15? Yeah, I mean it did hit, but it also took Asia lows. It's pretty much the same thing. Liquidity. We are in extreme premium, right? So going down would make sense. We have a bearish SMT now. We have a macro in the next minute. This also still hasn't fell until these lows. Okay, there we go. So now we have our high, low, higher, high. So this now becomes our bearish breaker. So shorts, we could possibly look for shorts in this macro. We'll be patient. Let's be patient. Do have our bearish breaker now. 80 points. Yeah, that could have been a good short off this bearish breaker. These lows created. But let's just wait it out. This became an inverse now. This 1 minute. Which actually would have been a good entry. Here in our macro. I just don't know where the target would be. Is 15-minute low? Maybe if we come back into this, if we come into this breaker in this SIBI, I might look for shorts. Stops at these highs right here. We tapped into it. Debating on taking shorts. I'm not 100% confident in this. It's not really my setup. Okay. I'm liking the rejection. Tapped into that breaker. I want to see if we inverse this. If we inverse this, then I could take longs. Very possible that we could, yeah. Get ahead and take those shorts. Tapped into that inverse again. We have a 3-minute SIBI, 2-minute SIBI, 4-minute, 1 minute. I'm still not long biased. Do have this inverse. Actually, I am long biased. I'm taking longs. One last shot. Might have gotten in a little early because we do have these SIBIs in here. In here. Yes, it's kind of rejecting. I may have possibly gotten in early. May have gotten in too early. This doesn't look clean. I probably shouldn't have even taken this trade. I'm at break even right now. I'm debating on just getting out. I don't know if I really trust this trade fully. I don't know if it's worth it. Alright, that's good. I'm not crazy about this trade. This 15 minute, this 5 minute. The 5 minute looks good. The 15 minute does not look good. Alright, I let my emotions take over and I got out at break even because I saw the push down, and I'm also seeing that this 4 minute and this 3 minute right here, these little imbalances are still holding. And the way that this 5 minute and 15 minute is looking, it's not clean for me. So I got out at break even. Was it the right move? I don't know. I'm already feeling like I'm not agreeing with the market, so I might just get off for the rest of the day. And that's alright. It's part of the game. I shouldn't have really be taking anything in here. So I'm down about 250 on the day. 255. I got out of the trade for a 3-point loss. And yeah, I might get out. I might get off. I don't think I'm agreeing with the market today. The way that it's looking, I know the best thing for me to do is not trade. So I'm debating it. I'm debating it right now. I've already took 2 trades. Damn, my spy calls are getting eaten up today. Yeah, it's definitely best to stay out. Especially when you can see opportunity for both directions, it's best to stay out. Exactly. Yeah, 100%. And that's what I felt myself already happening. That's why I exited that trade break even because I was like, I'm not feeling like that was a valid trade. Um, I took longs there because we inversed this 1 minute, but what I learned already a while ago is even though we inverse this 1 minute, look at all of these SIBIs on ES which are being rejected. So it's probably not a good idea. And then we rejected that 4 minute. 4 minute got rejected. These 15 minute is ugly. 5 minute is ugly. You had a 5 minute like massive candle back up, right? Which you think, okay, we have a little bit of strength coming back in, but then we're just rejecting it. So yeah, it's probably best just to stay out. Live to fight another day. If I get off now, I'll still be up, what, 762 on these challenges on the week. I have two challenges, so that's what, 1400 on the week. It's best to live to fight another day. But we'll wait and see. Buy side and sell side imbalances are okay. So here's a good example. So you see this down close candle. You have this green candle. It's a three candle pattern. Green candle, down close candle, and another down close candle. This candle in the middle has nothing in between. There's no wicks. There's nothing going on right here. So all the algorithm did was deliver sell side, right? So for it to be rebalanced, you need to deliver buy side, which it did right there. But then you have this other candle, same thing, three candle pattern. All this candle delivered was buy side, right? So now it becomes an imbalance. But when you have two of them, it becomes a balanced price range or inverse. So it's like the same thing with the 4 minute that we see it rejecting. On the 4 minute, all we delivered was sell side in here. And if we're bearish, we want to see a rejection off of that, and that's what we're seeing. But then you see this big blue box down here. This is on the 15-minute chart. It's a 15-minute BISI, right? So expecting price to come in here. If we're bullish, expecting price to come in here, tap, reject it, deliver sell side, and go back and continue. But as of now, we're just seeing a lot of chop. So yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, very ugly. You see, we got caught in our longs. We would have got stopped out. You take your shorts, more than likely you're gonna get stopped out. It looks like it's seek and destroy profile today for sure. We took Asia and London highs and lows. NQ did not, but ES did. This is looking like a seek and destroy profile. It's just gonna run for liquidity, up down, and see. You can target the imbalances. It's harder though to target imbalances than to target liquidity highs or lows. So what you do is you enter on imbalances. Imbalances are internal liquidity, and highs and lows are external liquidity. So it's easier to go from internal liquidity to external liquidity than external liquidity to internal liquidity. It's easier to spot the drawn liquidity for the highs or lows than it is for the imbalances. So the market's always doing one of two or three things. It's always running for liquidity. It's always running for a high or a low, and it's going to fix imbalances. So like this, like look, these wicks in. You see this 4 hour. This is a 4 hour buy side imbalance. You see how the previous 4 hour candle, all we had was a straight shot up. So it came in and it fixed that. But then we also have a daily sell side imbalance, which we're in right now. So that's why price action right now is not going to be very high probability. Now that I'm looking at it, is because we have high time frame imbalances. We have our daily SIBI and our 4 hour BISI. That's not giving us clean clean direction. You know. So this is acting. This daily Sibi would be acting as resistance, and this 4-hour Abyssy is acting as support. We're in between resistance and support. We're just consolidating. So yeah, more than likely, I think I'm gonna be done for the day. I don't trade PM sessions. What's today? Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Do we have any news tomorrow? I don't think so, right? Yeah, so we don't have any high impact news tomorrow. We have news at 10:30, yellow folder though. It's nothing big. And then we have bond auction at 1 p.m. PM sessions. Nothing. I did take trades. I'm down on the day. I took 2 trades. We took this long after we inversed this, and then I closed out a little bit early, but I would have got stopped out. And then I took a long here, but I also closed out because we were rejecting. So this would have been a profit right now, 17 points. But I closed this one out early at break even. So we're down 255 in the day. All good. Accounts. We have 2 accounts here. The other account's down 270 just because the way that it works. But we're still up 700 on the week. It's something. Yeah. So what really gets me, I think you're talking about the video that I mentioned. It's Asia session is what destroys me. So, you know, after we close out and then we open up here at 6 o'clock, this is where I get chopped up, and I was taking stupid trades here from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Taking really bad trades, and I would get chopped up and blow my account because I was taking Adderall. I never stay up for Asia session, and I don't stay up for London session. PM session, I trade once in a while. Like today, PM session might be better than AM session. Because look at this 5-minute and this 15-minute. These are pretty ugly. London is a good session. It definitely is. There's a lot of people that make good money on London. But it was like we were saying before, after such an impulsive, big, bullish move up yesterday, we're not really expecting massive movements today. At least not till PM. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough, right? Staying up from what, 3 to 6, and then you get up for New York. It's rough. We are in this new day opening gap. It's forming a guy invert. Yeah, this is just there's nothing clean here. So more likely than not, I'm probably just gonna I'll tape read it, but I'm not gonna trade right now. A lot of Red Bull. I don't drink too many energy drinks. Just stick with my coffee, but coffee doesn't do anything. That's why I was taking Adderall. Adderall definitely will keep you up. Yeah, this looks like time distortion. Looks like time distortion right now. I'm down 9% on yesterday's gains on SPY, 11%, but still up 295%. Like I said, I have these until the 18th. I still think that we're gonna pump, so I'm gonna hold it. I wonder if ICT is live right now. Let's see what he has to say. Yeah, he is live. Okay, let's check it out.
What makes it interesting is that swing low is forming at the high of the buy side of the sell side efficiency. That blue shaded area here on your hourly chart. Again, let me show you over here. So now if I don't do this, the new people get confused. This candlestick's high, this candlestick's low. This one big candle passing through, the difference between this candle's high, that candle's low, that inefficiency. That's what I'm measuring. I have a fib from here to here. So that upper quadrant level is where this swing low is forming. So that's going to have liquidity below it that has an interest in my mind. I'm interested in seeing that. So when I'm watching price deliver, is it doing a run below that? It does. And then you have this swing high, which happens to be just at the top of the opening range gap. That's this gray shaded area. Okay. So there's what's above that. It's buy side. So the market does what? It sweeps the sell side here, attacks the buy side here, and then the relative equal highs, it's taking that. And then we have a swing high here at the high end of the opening range gap again, and there's sell side below here. So we're digging into that. Every single time it takes the sell side, it's not coming up deep enough to get into that 19,288.75 level. So to me, when I see this, let's say for instance that we stay in the range between the low of this buy side and sell side efficiency on this hourly chart. Say we don't take that out, but we maintain the highest high that's formed today. And we maintain that range throughout all the morning session and going into the lunch hour. So if I turn my charts on at, say, for instance, 1 o'clock, 1:15, right before 1:30, and that range still is there, then I'd be more inclined to expect to see them to release it and start exploring higher prices. Right now, they're just chopping people up because they all want to be on board. They all want to be on board. And every time short-term lows are being taken out, what's below that? Sell side. So again, why would that be gainful? What would be the advantages of seeing that unfold? Someone's accumulating that. Someone's accumulating those stops that are being taken out, and you're thinking, well, Michael, this is a 15-second chart. Who's got stops below that? Everybody that you'll never meet out there. There's always somebody buying and selling. I mean, just look at social media. They're telling you that they're buying stuff and selling stuff based on nonsense, the stars, horoscopes, whatever.
Stars and the horoscopes.
There's always buying and selling. That's gonna be in the marketplace. But my interest is, where can that buying and selling be targeted? It's not buying and selling pressure. It's buying and selling liquidity. That's the real mojo. Okay, it's not the buying and selling pressure. It's where are those orders, and where are they laid in a manner where the narrative can exploit that. So, for instance, let's paint the scenario for a moment. Let's say that you are bearish. Okay, so you're bearish, and you're expecting the market to go lower. Your eyesight should be keened on every short-term swing high, every time frame, and you would be watching and monitoring how price is delivered once it trades above those short-term highs. And if you are on side and you have the right analysis that you think the market is going lower, the market should accumulate those short-term highs for the purpose of taking the buy stops out, and then your mind should think, okay, if that's occurring, that means smart money is probably in the move right now. And they're building their position every time these short-term highs are taken.
You see?
They're
You see
establishing
ES
the
pumping?
other side of those buy stops, and they're leaving their orders in.
So
Because they expect what? A longer-term move lower. Okay? Well, here we're seeing the exact opposite. We're seeing all the short-term lows here being swept there. These here being swept there, and that one making sure that one's gone. The buy side that's resting here, and the high of the morning session over here, where these clean highs are, that's where the next buy side would be. So we would have to measure what the delivery of price is once it gets above these levels here, because it's already done enough, in my opinion, to accumulate enough of the sell stops to then now allow for that daily range to try to flirt with a little bit of think about it. If they want to send price higher, they have to do what? They have to enter before it goes up. So what's the easiest way to find
Yes,
sellers
it's
at a
pumping.
cheap price? Take out short-term lows. And
Wow.
those short-term lows being taken out, that means that their sell stops.
Damn, my longs would have been printing right now.
The
Can't complain.
sell stops being taken out affords the smart money to
Would have been up 60 points.
See, retail's going to buy and
Jeez.
sell,
All good.
impulsive about what they're doing. Where smart money sits still and they wait. Because everybody's coming out here to the same watering hole. The initial, 30 minutes or so of trading, there's this big rush to do something.
We'll wait for 1020. 1020 macro might get us a continuation up.
They go to the watering hole at night. Because their prey are usually sleeping. Predators come at night and they get their drink. So they're not going to the watering hole in the day. The drink down there with the gazelles and the antelope and the water buffalo and whatever goes down there. Whatever they eat, basically. They're in a
This is a 1 hour time frame, and the other one is a 15-second.
And when they walk into their crosshairs, proverbially speaking, they pounce on them to eat them. And that's what smart money's doing. It's waiting for these opportunities for the market participants to say, okay, I want to be on board in the marketplace.
Damn, this long would have been perfect. I just can't sit through this price action.
On the right side once in a while, and I think it's going to go higher. Okay, well, wonderful. But as soon as the bell rings, they're going to go in there and do what? Buy.
We did just create our breaker, bullish breaker right there.
Initial support level. And when they see this type of movement here and it starts to rally up, well, highs are being taken there. That's a breakout. They're seeing what pattern here? Bull flags. Oh, there's some support in here. And then it rolls over and goes where I told you to aim for, which is this low.
400%. I don't know if you can see it or not.
After hitting the end dog. So
Spy is up. That's cool.
It's going to go down here, from here rather, take out that initial low of the day. Why does it want to do that? Because it's
We'll wait till 1020. I think we'll take one more trade if we can find a good opportunity. And that's it. Look at that. It's like I said, with this midnight opening price, we want to buy below it.
It's going to go.
Send
it's
it
gonna
above.
Go lower. Okay. I wanted to go in and go long, but now it's going to go lower. So now I have to go short. Well, that's the same thing as a sell stop being hit, because now that same seller in the marketplace, smart money will accumulate a long position against that liquidity as well. So don't think for a second that it just has to be below no low. If the market starts to show like this faint of a move, like it wants to go lower, I told you it was just going to go down and take out that sell stops on the initial low. And then it cleared the relative equal highs over here, and look where it's pressing in here. Just alone, based on everything I've shared here, like that is light years ahead of Wyckoff and all kinds of other stuff out there that people falsely attribute to me as repackaging. You're not going to find these types
The bearish SMT here, but I do think
You're not going to get it.
yes is going to run for it.
Larry Williams didn't teach this. Linda Rasch and Larry Connors in their book, Street Smarts, didn't teach that. And without me explaining, like imagine just what I've talked about so far in the last 15 minutes. It would take me so many charts of every tiny little incremental move here to try to illustrate what I just did live. I can't put that kind of stuff in a book. It's not efficiently delivered and taught in a book. Like you have to watch it being done over a live chart. That's the benefit of being mentored by someone who knows what they're talking about. They can explain it live with a real-time price action. With a 15-second chart, reading it off of a higher time frame hourly chart. On Twitter, I told you I want to see it drop initially. And then work towards what? The 19,695 level. Okay. Is that price here? Absolutely not. Okay, but is it moving in that direction? Yes. And that's all you're looking for as a short-term intraday trader. You're looking for something to provide a catalyst. Okay, if you're bullish, what gives you the framework to trust that the market itself should go higher? Don't tell me the patterns that you're looking for. That's the least important thing, because that's your entry. The entry's not important. Why should the market go when you think it's going to go up? That's the more important question. And if you go in...
These levels, that's just the Fibonacci of the 1 hour buy side imbalance. The BISI.
You're probably going to get stopped out. Even
Like this.
if you're right on the direction of where your market's going to likely go.
This is the 4 hour, but let's do a 1 hour, like he's doing.
Draw on liquidity.
So this is the 1 hour.
That means like where you think it's going to go to as a target. You may have all that right.
And then he just takes the fib and
but
he
if
puts
you don't
quadrants on it.
expect adversity, range-bound time
Like this.
distortion. That's what you're experiencing in the first 30 minutes
That's what he's talking about.
after a large range day, whether it's a bullish day or a bearish day. When you see
Let's see.
a large range day, the next morning session, expect that first 30 minutes to just mark time. Okay?
Wow.
Our code.
My longs would have hit TP though. 82 points, a little bit under 2R.
To me, it looks like a picket fence.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? Frick me.
That's what you're seeing.
Let's see if we find anything here in 2 minutes at the 1020
In
macro.
that first few minutes of trading. It's just like, and then you wait for a minute to move. What would that be? Well, as I outlined on Twitter this morning, I put a poll up, and I haven't looked at the poll's results yet. Okay,
My SPY position's up 440% though. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if I can show you.
Late breakfast with my wife. Well, we were getting ready to.
440%.
And before I left Twitter, I told everybody, I said, I would rather see the market drop initially and then move towards that 19,695 level because it's really smooth relative equal
I only bought one contract. It was 46 bucks. Now it's worth
and we were giving it a chance to reach for it, but it just said no, I'm not interested.
now it's worth 240. So I'm up about 196 on it.
Big drop actually.
How do you determine which candle? Like I told you, the candle is the 1 hour buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency.
And I asked everyone to mark their 60 minutes.
So you look at this 1 hour candle, there's nothing that happens in between here.
They are looking at, you know,
You see how there's no delivery of price in between this candle? In between this candle, there's no wicks or anything. So this is your BISI. So he's marking his quadrants on there.
Where can this thing be reaching for? And some of you completely forgot about that level up there. And it's still in the cards. It's still potentially possible for that to be traded to this week. It could be traded there today if it really wants to get wild and crazy about it. But that is a logical level to draw to because it's so smooth.
He's talking about the same exact levels that we were talking about earlier.
Where they all agree.
Here,
with being
600s.
Slightly lower than that, but that 19,695 level is.
695. That's exactly where I had 694.
Now we have some range to get through to get to that level, and I'm not saying this is going to be a straight line to it, but in my mind, that's what I was thinking about in terms of the narrative today. And when I'm live streaming this and I'm talking to you, that's why I felt confident about talking about how. See, I like how it's been keeping the ability to not go above that 288.75 level. Rewind it, you'll hear me talk about it.
I might take it off this BISI.
It's going to roll over.
I don't think we're going to come back in.
And you can take
I don't
out
want to
that
chase.
level of
But this does look like a good long, even though it's at the top of the
bottom
range.
end of that new dog, or end dog, new David and got. At the time, I said we're hitting that. We're going to see if it wants to roll over and take out that initial low. It does so. Towards what level? It's the lower quadrant of that 1 hour buy side and balance sell side inefficiency. So if it's bullish, is it better for it to come all the way down and touch this candle's high like everybody thinks that's how inefficiencies are traded? Bro, inefficiencies have always been around, bro. You didn't invent an inefficiency. No, I didn't invent an inefficiency. I invented the proper logic to trade them. Okay, and what you want to see is you want to see them not completely filled. You don't want to see them filled. You've never heard Chris Laurie teach that in any of his teachings. I had every single one of his recordings before he changed his what do you call it, his program. That he asked me. He gave me login information. I didn't pay for that. He gave me login information to look at it and critique what he was doing. It was never in any of his lectures. So I don't teach liquidity voids being filled in completely and there's your trade. It can trade all the way down to that low, but that's not what I'm looking for, and that's what I'm teaching you to look for. The opening, staying some portion open, because what that means is everybody thinks that this level is where it should trade to. If they have any understanding about market inefficiencies, they think that this candlestick's high here. They think this is the bee's knees, baby. They want to get in there and try to get in as low as they possibly can to buy that. And I am telling you, you want to grade that inefficiency that's defined like this, okay? Between this candle's low and this candle's high. And if you drop your fib on that and you put it in 25%, 50%, and 75% of that range, you can see what the algorithm will do, because it's doing this very thing here. The mechanism that it's calculating on is they're taking this high, this low, and they're getting this level, and this level. And it will not, if it wants to go higher, it will not go down here and touch this one. That's what smart money's looking for. It's looking for this lower quadrant or halfway point. Ideally, you want to see it in the upper half. But if it's going to go below it, then it becomes essential for it to be respecting the lower quadrant and still leave that lower boundary point intact, not trade to it. That's what they want to see. Okay? So contrast.
Oh, I'm getting an itch to take along on ES to go for
the challenge has always been.
the data highs.
I don't mind criticism.
But I shouldn't.
Skepticism. In fact, I encourage it. Look at the antics I put on social media. I want you to think, man, this guy's such a clown. I'm going to go ahead and prove, and guess what? You end up proving that I'm right, and then you're a student. And that's how it works. That's the way the exchange is here. I'm a market maker. I set you up. I give you a Judas swing. I tell you to chase something for the purpose of you think you're going to expose me and try to make me look stupid, but you end up making me look every bit of intelligent I claim to be in the beginning.
Yeah, good thing I didn't take those longs.
And it's fun. And you love it. So anyway, the liquidity here was taken. So this is your Judas swing. It's a deferred market delivery. Whereas initially, you have this. It drops down and gives you a short-term low. And then it rallies. And they take out a short-term swing high, because what will traders think that do happen to be on side with, maybe they're expecting the market to go higher the next day after a big large range on the close day. Maybe they're right, because sometimes, I was right.
Well, I trade micros anyway.
What I was doing back in the 90s.
But yeah.
I thought it was skill, admittedly, but I was humbled. Now, it doesn't sound like I was humbled the way I talk, on Twitter. But
I would like to create a SIBI, then inverse it.
Now, I was never really a breakout trader. It didn't make any sense to me, because to me, it just means your stop has to be farther away. But I get it. There's a school of thought out there, and people out there claim to be profitable, that's how they trade. They never use a stop loss, and it's gambling, in my opinion. But that is still a trading approach that is used in the marketplace. When they have that confirmation, that they think is confirmation that the market's bullish.
Okay. Yeah, I am getting an itch to take something, but I'm not going to. Because we took out the highs already on NQ. ES now has this data highs that it didn't take, giving us a bearish SMT. And I do want to take on ES and target those highs. But, I don't know. I don't know. I got one more trade in me, I'm gonna lock my accounts because I feel myself just wanting to take a trade really badly, even if it's not my setup, and that's not what I should be doing. Let's see if we retest this breaker though. Coming to his 5-minute BISI. Probably not though, huh? We'll make our bullish breaker here. If we do close above there. itch. The itch to chase. You got the itch to chase. This little 1 minute BISI is holding. We swept this 1 minute liquidity, sell side liquidity. I'm thinking if we close above here, our breaker. All of these are low resistance liquidity all the way up to here. Wow. I do want to watch his stream after I'm done here, probably, to see what he was talking about. I'm gonna hold myself accountable with you guys, and at the end of the streams, I'm gonna show you my balance, you know, on my account and everything, to make sure that like I don't slip up and go and take trades when I'm not supposed to trade. So if I tell you I'm done, I should be done. I want to keep myself accountable. I think accountability is the absolute most important thing in trading. So if you guys are for it, keep me accountable. I would greatly appreciate that. And then we could keep each other accountable. All of next week though, I'm not going to be streaming. I'm traveling, going to different state for a week. So I don't know if I could stream on OBS. Stay out right now, or you mean later on tonight? Yeah, I'm definitely not planning on trading tonight. But, you know, sometimes you get the little devil in your ear whispering, take a trade. We have 10 minutes left in this macro. I'm not really seeing much tonight. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm planning on doing. I actually, on Top Step X, I wrote a suggestion to where it's like, because right now when you lock your account, it reopens at 6. And I was like, you guys should be able to put a time of when we want our account to reopen. I don't think we're going short. I think we have a lot more room to the upside. Do we deliver there right now and today? Maybe not. I do think that we can come in here today into this 15 minute and this 5 minute. BISI's right in here. And then continue up. Create our bullish breaker here if this closes above there. It's not looking like it though. These 5 minutes now are not pretty. Yeah, this trade that I took in here would have hit TP, but sitting through this is not something I'm a big fan of. So it sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible. Because of the massive day that we had yesterday, it's possible, but I don't think we're going to take out these lows. We could come back in here. Smart money's going to accumulate more positions, then continue up. Overall trend, though, I do think we're headed here on NASDAQ. Not a trader. Yeah. Oh, gravy. I'm getting cold and hungry and tired. I've been on stream already 2.5 hours. So, yeah, by 11 o'clock, 10:50 to 11:10, probably our last macro. And then we get off. It might be best for me to get off now because the fact of this trade hit TP, now subconsciously I'm like, oh, I was right, I should have held it. And this is when I usually go on tilt and start chasing trades. I do think if ES closes above these highs, this could be valid long to target here. But I don't know. I might take it. It's my last trade. Creates a breaker. But it's yeah, it's not closing above there. It's kind of refusing. And Q might just have ran these highs and is gonna reverse down. Yeah, there's the ES breakout. So the draw on liquidity on ES is going to be the data highs. We'll see if we could catch an entry off that breaker. It's not really a breaker. I'm chasing. I want to chase. Yeah, good thing I didn't take that. Good thing I did not take that. I almost chased that. Wow. Do have 5 minutes left in this macro. Almost chased that. If we close below here, now we have our bearish breaker. Possible shorts, but that'll be a reversal in the continuation. Whoa, okay. Bye bye. Whoa, my goodness. My gains, my SPY gains. Oh my goodness. Wow, imagine that. Looks like you were right. Are you a market maker? Yeah, so we're inside this 5 minute and this 15 minute now. Let's see how we close in it. Yeah, I agree. That's what I was saying. Today's not going to be a very high probability day because of such a move yesterday. You're 100% right. I almost took those ES longs, but I was like, you know what? No. We have this SMT. We are coming back up. If we do inverse this, that could be something. But a bearish breaker. That's crazy. The market makers, the real market makers, huh? This could have been the manipulation push down. Look, we retested that breaker. But that was a big candle. 100-point candle. Oh, IG? Who's IG? Oh, you mean I guess you're one of them, or IG? I don't know who IG is. Watch this come right back up. That'd be crazy. Yeah, our macro's over here, so we're not gonna take anything. 100-point candle. That would have been. Look at that. Look at us come right back into that. Oh, 15 minutes holding. 5 minutes holding. Oh, okay. Look, we came right below midnight opening price again, possibly accumulating more longs. Tap into this bearish breaker. Still very bullish on like these time frames. Oh, just the midnight opening price. What time? At midnight at exactly 12 p.m. Where did the price open? And we kind of measuring from there. So when we're below there, possibly looking for longs, right? Because you see how we accumulated. This is smart money. This is the people that are moving the markets. They're accumulating their long positions below midnight opening price, and they sent price higher. Came back in. They might be accumulating more longs in here to continue on up, or not. Who knows? Today's just not a clean day. I'm very happy I didn't take these longs though, because it just was not my setup. I should have known it. I would have got destroyed. Perpetrate some longs here. Inverse this 15-second. See what happened. Didn't actually take this. It's just a paper trade. Wait until 10:50 for our macro to show, and then we'll see if we have one more setup. Getting a little tired here. We got a bearish breaker. If we close below here. I don't know. I don't know if we're going short. Like I said, I think we're maybe just, coming back into the range, but I don't think that we're going to take any of these lows. I don't see it. I am getting mentally fatigued though. It's 2.5 hours now I don't want to take something stupid just because I'm tired. Oh, that's why. This 10:50 to 11:10 will be my last macro. And we'll see what we have there. But, you know, as you can see, this 5-minute held came in here. Oh, this is a 15-minute. But there's also a 5-minute in here, right? From this low to this high, or to this low to this high to this low. It held. You see how our body did not close through it. 15 minutes holding. All we did was come into this bullish breaker block, which is accumulating more orders. We might come down, sweep some of these lows right here before pushing back up. Or we just push right back up. What this massive candle could have been is just taking out all the people who are riding longs. Right, for the market to move, it needs liquidity. Like you said, market makers are providing liquidity, but liquidity is also traders who are trailing their stop. For every buyer, you need a seller. If market makers want to send this, or if smart money wants to send this all the way up another 300 points, what do they need? They need willing sellers, and they want those sellers at reasonable prices. So if they're already pushing out, right, and they have majority of their positions here, they want sellers here at these lows, who have their stop loss there. Their stop loss is a sell order for their buys, right? So what do? They take them all out. Now they accumulated more positions. Now they're accumulating here, here, before they continue up, 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 up. Maybe. Yeah, it is a zero-sum game. unless you close out every trade at break even like I do. Then it's not. Oh. All right, we got 6 minutes till on macro. Reversal retracement macro. Could have been just an immediate rebalance here, but we're still holding this 5 and 15. 15-minute held. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? And in this case, think about this from the largest perspective you can. The people who rule the world, like literally where money doesn't mean anything to them, but they are in control of it and they control where it moves to. Those people, do you think that we have a free market? Do you think that there's any possibility that we have a free market? Absolutely not. Because if we had a free market, when things like GameStop happened, they wouldn't have froze trading, right? So they're controlling where price is going, who's going where, and you know what stops they're taking. If they want to send price higher, no matter how many sellers there are, they will send price higher. If they want to send it lower, no matter how many buyers there are, they will send it lower. They control it. Why would they ever actually risk their trillions, hundreds of trillions of dollars on the free market? They wouldn't, in my opinion. They wouldn't. So our job is to figure out where they want to go, why they want to go there, and just tag along. Let's see if that would have worked. We'll get rid of this. But this is still the inverse that we're looking at. Yeah, spoofing is a thing, but it's also controlled off the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't know spoofing. It runs to highs and lows. Why? Because it knows that there is stops there. It doesn't know how many, how much, but it knows that, hey, there's stops below these lows. We need to run there to take that liquidity to continue up. Or there's stops below here. And then once it takes those stops, like, hey, there's an inefficiency there. We need to make that efficient so we can continue on whatever price that we are going to. Right? It can't just leave inefficiencies all the way up. It needs to make price efficient before it could continue there. Nice and sloppy, very sloppy. How's your trading? Did you catch anything? We do have our macro opening up here in 3 minutes. So I would like to see a breaker or a inverse fair value gap and go from there. Sneeze like my grandma. Yeah, man. I did. I took 2 trades. Let me see. So we're down 255. We took these longs initially. We added in, and then I moved my stop over here. It got stopped out. Then I took these longs here, and just scared myself out. Closed out at break even, and it would have ran. It would have been 85, 90 points there that I missed out on. But what can you do? Thank you, thank you. God is good. God is great. See my shirt? Can you see my? Let me see. Where's OBS? Faith over fear. Gotta have faith in these trade ideas. I'm getting quite hungry. So yeah, this inverse would have failed. Anyway. Okay, here's our 50 macro. I would like to see a sweep of liquidity, fair value gap, pause candle, inverse, continue up. We'll see. We can just continue up here. So 50 to 10 is typically a retracement or a reversal macro. So if we're pushing up, right, we see a retracement, then the reversal and that retracement to continue up in that direction, or just a full-on reversal of what was happening. The 20 to 40 macro is typically always a continuation. I never look for retracements. Even though we had this from 1020 to 1040 here, we had this kind of reversal. That's not something I would have taken. Yeah, so this is the last macro, and then I'm going to go and eat and do a few other things. Yeah, actually, my trading view is about to expire, so Black Friday I'm also going to buy it. I canceled the membership because last time I didn't buy it on Black Friday, so I paid the full price. You really don't need the 15-second though, honestly. 15, 30 sec. You don't need them. I used to use them a lot, and I would just take really stupid trades. You don't need them. 1 minute and up is more than sufficient. The one good thing about the plan is that you can have your multiple charts. I'm still bullish on AMD, Nvidia. And this is semiconductors. Semiconductors are pushing up. So yeah, I think we're gonna continue up. As I say it, down 3,000 points. Yeah, man. Even the 1 minute could mess you up if you're not watching the 5, 15, the 1 hour, things like that. Like, you know how many trades I've taken in the 1 minute inside of consolidations because I'm not paying attention to the 5 and 15. So, it's most important to get your biases from the higher time frames and just use the smaller time frames for your entries. expensive in Africa. Expensive everywhere, man. Everything's getting expensive everywhere. It's getting kind of crazy. So we have another round of consolidation on the 5 minute. We still are holding that 15 minute and 5 minute BISI. But yeah, one candle is 100 points. It's kind of nuts. 101 points. Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to the numbers, to be honest with you. News, to me, and what ICT says, news is just used to send the market where it was supposed to go anyway. It just injects so much volatility that it goes there quicker. And I mean, fundamentals always support the technicals. Even people that don't trade ICT, don't trade news, you know, they say the same thing. Yeah, this is going to be my last macro, and then I'm going to be done for the day. I'll check back in tomorrow. I'm still up in the week, but not where I want to be. What are we up? 700. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like my trading should be a lot more. Like, it takes me so long to pass these accounts because I take sometimes it's bad trades. Definitely have to go back and study my journal and see what I'm doing right and wrong. Yeah, this feels off to me because ES isn't pushing up with NASDAQ. I haven't heard of fast track. It sounds familiar. Yeah, this feels iffy to me because, okay, ES is starting to push up now. Okay. Yeah, like I said, straight back up. So we didn't have any entries here. No, but like, look at ES. Why is it lollygagging so long? Could be another manipulation. We did just sweep this liquidity. If we can inverse this, might be shorts there. But we are still very bullish. Maybe if we inverse this 15-second, that could be a short. And I still got this 1 minute, let's see. See if we inverse that. If we inverse that, then we could look for shorts. Oof. A little late on that one. But we're just back into the 5 minute range, which I don't like, but let's see how this closes. See how this closes. If this inverses, then as long as it doesn't inverse like down here and inverses around here, I could take a short. Stop over there. I'm not crazy about it though. I don't like the 5 minute. Not crazy about the 5 minute. I do want to take a short, but I don't want to risk it. It doesn't seem high probability. It's not high probability to me. I would love to take a short right now, but at the same time, just looking at the 5 and the 15 minute, it's too sloppy. ES did create this breaker. Okay, maybe shorts would have been good. ES did create this breaker. All right, I'll take a stab at shorts. I'm taking a stab at shorts. Um, I'm really not crazy about it. Put my stop right above this candle, which is 31 points. Yeah, I think that was a bad idea. I don't think these are good shorts. Don't think these are good shorts. But okay, maybe they are good shorts. We'll just hold it. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Up 28 points. If we close out right now, we could be at break even. So I have my TP down at these lows, but I don't think we're gonna go that low. Maybe we will. I do have my TP down here. We just created our bearish breaker in here. Minute still kind of held. Did you get a call from somebody telling you that we're going short? Did someone some insider trading? Hey man, I ain't complaining. Keep giving me the juice. Give me the juice. All right, very nice. Let's see if we do take these lows. We just took these lows. I do want to see a displacement through there, but if we don't see that, I might hop skippity out. Okay, let's just see how we react here. I might get out, just be break even on the day. I don't want to see us return all the way back in because we just took this liquidity and we're rejecting. We just tapped into a 1 minute SIBI. Let's see how we react here. And this will determine. I might move my stops to break even though. Guess we see right here. Whether we win or lose. All right, I'm out. Stop. Break even. Break even. Break even trader. Just probably shouldn't have, right? I'm too focused on the money, and this just price is just not clean for me. All right, yeah, I think I'm gonna be done at this point. I actually lost 3 points on that. No, I gained 3 points on that. I should have closed out right at these lows probably. These lows. As soon as I saw that we took it and we rejected. Yeah. That's what I'm saying with this 5 and 15 minute, it's just so ugly. I should have just closed out and been break even for the day. just a pullback? I don't know. We're in this 15-minute BISI. Price is not clean. Tapped into our breaker again, held it. If we reclaim this inverse, then we're going to continue higher. Look at this 15-minute now. 5-minute low, high, lower low. If we close above here and this 5-minute, give us a bullish breaker. We continue up. I think if we reclaim this, we can actually look for longs. Uh, 5 minutes is just so ugly to me. To immediate rebalance on the 1 minute, if this closes above here, it will be 7, so 3 minutes before my macro ends, so it might be lower probability. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done here. My stop was above this high before. It's likely that I would have got stopped out here unless we completely reject. But this is just not high probability with these 5 minutes. this inverse, but ES did not. So I'm still not trusting it. ES is not reclaiming this inverse. If it does, it is going to be outside my macro, but it may be lower probability. If anything, I could size down, try to take longs, but it doesn't look like it's going to. See, I would have got stopped out here. Okay, macro is over. Next macro is 1120, 1140. I don't know if I even want to stay through it. I don't know if sticking around for the next macro is even worth it. Yeah, I like failed attempts on breakers. Breakers are cool. Yeah, so a big thing you could start looking for if like since you're not familiar with ICT concepts is like whenever like swing lows, especially in the 5 or 15 minute more than 5 get taken and you don't see like a displacement through them and it goes through it hard, more than likely this was just a liquidity sweep to continue up. That's something that's of value to me. Because think about what they do, right? They'll catch a bunch of breakout traders in here on this 5 or 15. A bunch of breakout traders are like, oh, look, as soon as we take this low, we're going to break out. You have your stop losses here. You have your breakout traders here. So it's just more liquidity for the market to take to continue in the direction that it's intended to go. All right, I might have just went ahead and like did something stupid, but I did just take longs because ES did inverse that. So I did take longs right at the close of this candle. So let's see how that plays out. And it's outside my macro, so I'm a little bit nervous about it. I'm a little bit nervous about it. We don't have any liquidity to target besides these highs. So let's just see, I guess. I'm up only 15 points right now. I'm over trading. I should probably just close out and lock my account for the day. Okay, that looks good. We took these longs. Let's see, ES should reach for these highs now. ES should reach for these. We're up 35 points, 34 points. I can possibly close out. Hold till 470. I don't know about that. 470 is kind of high. What's at 470? Okay, there's a, oh no, let's see. What's at 470? there's no liquidity at 470. There's 15-minute highs at 522. I'm gonna see how ES reacts after taking these highs, and then I can possibly get out. I want to see ES take these highs and then see how we react. But as of right now, I've been over trading. I might just close out this position, be break even on the day, and not worry about this anymore, and just lock my account because I think I'm over trading. I'm doing too much. I'll move my stop to break even and just see what happens. We are outside my macro, so that's why I'm a little bit nervous. I want to see ES just explode up. All right, look how we're holding that daily SIBI. Remember, this is the daily chart. Look at the bodies on the 15-second closing. Okay. Might just disappear here. All right, I got out, man. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm locking my account. Yeah, I'm not dealing with this. Absolute nonsense. Do you see that? All right, so we're up. We're down only $68 today. We were down two something before. My other account's down 87 trades. So we're down only up 162 on that trade. Over trading 1, 2, 3, 4 trades now. That's too much. I would have got stopped out there. Just completely, yeah, account's locked. And I'm done. I'm done, man. It's ugly. I don't want to trade today anymore. I'm grateful I only lost $68 instead of a lot more. We did retest this inverse right here. Yeah, very goofy. Best thing for all of us now is going to be just to get off. Yeah, wait for cleaner markets. Yesterday was a massive day, right? Let's not expect anything crazy again. Same thing with ES. It's retesting this reclaimed inverse. Yeah, I'm done. I hope you guys have if you're going to continue trading, have a great rest of your session. I suggest getting off at least until PM. See if anything comes up, and yeah, best of luck. So thanks for coming, and I'll probably see you guys tomorrow.